Got a big event in just 10 days? A wedding, a reunion, or maybe just a date with a killer dress that's been hanging in your closet? Want a flatter belly without hitting the gym for hours or starving yourself? I know. It sounds too good to be true, but stick with me. We've all been there staring at the calendar, realizing time is ticking, and that little bit of extra fluff around the middle is just not cooperating with our plans. It's frustrating. You feel like you have to do something drastic. And honestly, who has the time or the energy for that? This is for every woman over 30 who wants to look and feel amazing fast. You know, once we hit a certain age, our bodies just seem to have a mind of their own. What worked in our 20s suddenly doesn't. And the belly area? Oh, that becomes public enemy number one. But here's the secret. It's not about punishing yourself. It's about working smarter, not harder. It's about making small, simple tweaks that have a huge impact. I'm talking about easy changes that you can actually stick with, even when life gets crazy. Which, let's be honest, it always does. So forget the crazy diets and the impossible workout plans. We're going to do this together, one day at a time, with practical tips that actually work for real women with real lives. This isn't magic. It's a smart, simple strategy to de-bloat, feel lighter, and gain a ton of confidence in a short amount of time. Are you ready? Let's kick off your 10-day belly flattening countdown. Right now. Alright. Day 1. Let's start with the absolute easiest, most underrated secret weapon in your arsenal: water. I know. You've heard it a million times. Drink more water. But are you actually doing it? And do you know why it's so critical, especially for that tummy area? Think of it this way. When your body is dehydrated, it panics. It holds on to every last drop of water it can find, which leads to that puffy, bloated feeling we all hate. It's like your body is a worried little squirrel hoarding water for the winter right in your belly. But when you start drinking enough water, consistently, you send a signal to your body that says, hey, it's okay, there's plenty to go around. Your body relaxes, lets go of that stored water, and whoosh, the bloating starts to go down. It's also a total game changer for your digestion. Water helps move everything along smoothly, flushing out toxins and waste that can get stuck and make you feel heavy and sluggish. So, staying hydrated is literally the first step to feeling lighter and cleaner from the inside out. Now, let's talk about making this happen, because drink more water is easy to say, but harder to do when you're running around. My trick? I get myself a gorgeous water bottle. Something that makes me happy to look at, you know? A big one, so I only have to fill it up a couple of times a day. I carry it with me everywhere, like it's my most important accessory. It sits on my desk, it's in the car, it's next to my bed. It becomes a habit, just like grabbing your phone. And if you find plain water, well, plain boring. I get it, let's jazz it up. This isn't a punishment. Squeeze some fresh lemon or lime in there for a little zing. Toss in a few slices of cucumber and some mint leaves. It feels so spa-like and fancy. You can even try fruit-infused water with berries or orange slices. The point is to make it a treat. Something you actually look forward to drinking. Your goal for the next 10 days is to aim for about 8 glasses, or 2 liters, a day. Don't chug it all at once. That will just make you feel waterlogged. Simply sip it steadily throughout the day. Set little reminders on your phone if you have to. Trust me on this. By this time tomorrow, just from this one simple change, you are going to feel a noticeable difference. It's the foundation for everything else we're about to do. So go fill up that bottle. Welcome to day 2. You survived day 1. You're hydrated and you're feeling good. Today we're tackling the big one, the main culprit behind that stubborn belly, fat, sugar, and those sneaky refined carbs. I'm talking about the white bread, the pasta, the pastries, the cookies. You know, all the delicious things that, unfortunately, don't love us back. When we eat these foods, our blood sugar spikes, and our body releases insulin to manage it. The problem is, a big job of insulin is to store fat, and its favorite place to store it is right around our midsection. It's a vicious cycle. You eat something sugary, you get a quick burst of energy, and then you crash hard. When you crash, what do you crave? More sugar. It's an addiction, and it's what keeps that belly fat sticking around. These foods also cause a ton of inflammation and bloating. They are just not your friend on this 10-day journey. Think of sugar as the ultimate party crasher for your flat belly goals. It shows up uninvited and makes a huge mess. So, for the next 9 days, we're going to politely ask sugar and refined carbs to leave the party. I know this sounds daunting. For some of us, giving up bread is like giving up a limb. But I promise, it's only for a short time, and the results are so worth it. We're not talking about cutting out all carbs. We still need healthy ones from vegetables and some fruits. But we are saying goodbye to the processed white stuff. The key here is to focus on easy swaps, not deprivation. Instead of that morning bagel with cream cheese, how about some eggs with spinach and a side of avocado? Craving pasta for dinner? Try zucchini noodles or zoodles with your favorite sauce. They are surprisingly satisfying. Instead of reaching for a cookie in the afternoon, grab a handful of almonds or a delicious apple with a spoonful of peanut butter. You're swapping empty calories for nutrient-dense foods that will actually fuel your body. Don't forget to become a label detective. Sugar hides everywhere, in places you wouldn't even expect, like salad dressings, ketchup, and yogurt. Look for added sugars on the nutrition label and try to keep that number as close to 0 as possible. This one change is powerful. It will reduce bloating, stabilize your energy levels, and start melting away that belly fat faster than almost anything else. You can do this. You've made it to day 3. You're hydrating and you're cutting back on sugar. How are you feeling? A little lighter maybe? A little more in control? Today, we're going to add a little movement. Now, before you panic and think I'm going to send you to some crazy bootcamp class, relax. I'm not. We're talking about one of the most effective, gentle, and mentally beneficial exercises on the planet. Walking. Specifically, a brisk 20 to 30 minute walk each day. Why walking? Because it's accessible to almost everyone, it's free, and it works wonders. A brisk walk gets your heart rate up just enough to kick your metabolism into a higher gear. This means you're burning more calories not just during the walk, but for a while afterward, too. It's like giving your internal furnace a little poke to get the fire burning hotter. And that fire helps to burn through stored fat, including the stubborn stuff around your belly. But here's the other, equally important reason. We're walking stress reduction. You know that stress hormone, cortisol? Well, it's another major contributor to belly fat. When we're stressed, our cortisol levels shoot up, telling our body to store fat for a potential emergency. Walking, especially outdoors in nature, is one of the best ways to lower cortisol. It clears your head, it gives you a moment of peace in a hectic day. And it physically tells your body, everything is okay. You can let go of that fat. So how do you fit this in? Look for pockets of time in your day. Can you walk during your lunch break? Instead of scrolling on your phone, get outside for 20 minutes. Can you take a walk right after dinner? It's a fantastic way to aid digestion and wind down for the evening. Maybe you wake up 30 minutes earlier and start your day with a walk. It sets such a positive tone for everything that follows. Put on a great podcast or your favorite playlist and just go. The key is brisk. This isn't a leisurely window shopping stroll. You should be able to hold a conversation, but just barely. Feel your heart beating a little faster. Feel your muscles working. This daily ritual is about more than just burning calories. It's about carving out time for yourself, managing stress, and boosting your metabolism. It's a triple threat against belly fat. Make it a non-negotiable appointment with yourself for the rest of our challenge. Day 4 is here, and we're going to talk about your new best friend, fiber. Now, this might not be the sexiest topic, but trust me, when it comes to a flatter belly, fiber is a superstar. So what is it exactly? It's actually a type of carbohydrate that your body can digest. And while that might sound like a bad thing, it's actually fantastic. It plays two crucial roles in our 10-day mission. First, it's essential for a healthy, happy digestive system. Think of fiber as a gentle broom for your insides. There are two types, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber dissolves in water to form a gel-like substance that helps slow down digestion, making you feel fuller for longer. Insoluble fiber, on the other hand, adds bulk and helps sweep everything through your system efficiently. Together, they prevent constipation and the bloating and discomfort that comes with it. A system that's moving regularly is a system that isn't bloated. It's that simple. The second major benefit of fiber is its effect on appetite. Because it makes you feel full and satisfied, you're naturally less likely to overeat or reach for those sugary snacks we talked about on day 2. When you have a meal that's rich in fiber, you won't get those wild hunger pangs an hour later. It helps stabilize your blood sugar, preventing the spikes and crashes that lead to cravings. It's nature's own appetite suppressant, and it's key to staying on track without feeling deprived. So, where do you find this magical stuff? It's in all the best foods. Think fruits with the skin on, like apples and pears. Berries, especially raspberries and blackberries, are packed with fiber. Load up on non-starchy vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and leafy greens. Legumes are another powerhouse. Lentils, chickpeas, and black beans are your friends. And don't forget nuts and seeds like almonds, chia seeds, and flax seeds. A simple way to boost your intake is to add a tablespoon of chia seeds or ground flaxseed to a smoothie or a bowl of Greek yogurt. Sprinkle some almonds on your salad. Make sure at least half of your plate at lunch and dinner is filled with colorful vegetables. The goal is to gradually increase your intake. Don't go crazy all at once, or you might feel a bit gassy. And remember, day 1, all this fiber needs plenty of water to do its job properly. So keep sipping. We're at the halfway point. Day 5, you are doing amazing. Today we're going to introduce a concept that sounds a little intense, but I promise, it's surprisingly easy and incredibly effective. Intermittent fasting. Don't let the word fasting scare you. We're not talking about going days without food. We're simply talking about creating a specific window of time for eating each day, and a window for letting your body rest and digest. It's less about what you eat, and more about when you eat. Here's how it works. When we're constantly eating, from the moment we wake up until right before bed, our body is always in digesting mode. It's constantly working to process food, and our insulin levels stay elevated. By giving your body a break from digesting for a set number of hours, you allow your insulin levels to fall. When insulin is low, your body can switch from storing fat to burning fat for energy. And guess where it loves to pull that energy from? You got it. Your belly. For our purposes, we're going to start with a very gentle approach. I'm talking about a 12-12 or a 14-10 window. A 12-12 split means you eat all your meals within a 12-hour period and fast for the other 12 hours. This is actually pretty simple. If you finish dinner at 7 p.m., you just wait until 7 a.m. the next morning to have your breakfast. Most of your fasting time happens while you're asleep. See? Not so scary. If that feels easy, you can try pushing it to a 14-10 window. This might mean finishing dinner by 7 p.m. and not eating again until 9 a.m. the next day. This gives your body an even longer break to work its fat-burning magic. During your fasting window, you can and should drink plenty of water. Herbal tea and black coffee are also perfectly fine and can help with any morning hunger pangs. Simply leave them regular. Don't add any sugar or milk in them. The benefits go beyond fat burning. many women find that intermittent fasting gives them more energy, mental clarity, and reduces bloating significantly. It simplifies your life too. No more late-night snacking. Listen to your body. If you feel dizzy or unwell, pull back. But for most of us, this simple shift in meal timing can be the key that unlocks stubborn fat loss. Give the 12-12 a try today and see how you feel. Hello, day 6. We're in the home stretch now. Today's focus is on another powerhouse nutrient that is absolutely essential for a flatter tummy and a strong, lean body: protein. If fiber is your best friend for feeling full, protein is its equally important twin sister. Including a good source of protein at every single meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, is a non-negotiable for this challenge. Why? For a few very important reasons. First off, protein is the most satiating of all the macronutrients. That's a fancy way of saying it keeps you feeling full and satisfied for much longer than carbs or fats. When you eat a protein-rich meal, you're not going to be rummaging through the pantry for a snack an hour later. This helps you naturally eat fewer calories throughout the day without feeling like you're starving. It's the ultimate tool for appetite control. Second, protein has a higher thermic effect of food, or TEF. This means your body actually burns more calories just digesting protein compared to digesting fats and carbs. So, by simply shifting your food choices to include more protein, you're giving your metabolism another little boost. It's like a mini workout for your digestive system. Every little bit helps on our 10-day countdown. Third, and this is so important for women over 30, protein is crucial for building and maintaining lean muscle mass. As we get older, we naturally start to lose muscle. More muscle means a higher resting metabolism, which means you burn more calories even when you're just sitting on the couch watching TV. By fueling your body with protein, you're telling it to hold on to that precious muscle, which helps keep your body looking toned and firm, not just smaller. So, what does this look like in real life? For breakfast, instead of just toast, have a couple of eggs or a scoop of protein powder in a smoothie. For lunch, top your big salad with a grilled chicken breast, a can of tuna, or a scoop of cottage cheese. For dinner, make sure a portion of your plate is dedicated to a lean protein source like fish, turkey, or even tofu, or lentils if you're plant-based. Aim for a portion about the size of the palm of your hand at each meal. This simple habit will keep you full, fuel your metabolism, and help you get that lean, toned look we're all after. Can you believe it's already day 7? You are so close. Today, we are going on a little search and destroy mission for the common culprits that cause that instant puffy, bloated feeling. You can be doing everything else right, but if you're consuming these sneaky bloaters, you'll feel discouraged because your tummy will look and feel bigger than it actually is. This isn't about fat. This is about trapped gas and water retention, and it's something we can fix fast. First on our hit list, excess salt. I love a good salty snack as much as the next person, but sodium makes your body hold on to water like a sponge. This leads to that puffy feeling, not just in your belly, but all over. For the next few days, be extra mindful of your salt intake. This means cutting back on processed foods, canned soups, frozen dinners, and salty snacks like chips and pretzels. Instead, flavor your food with herbs, spices, garlic, and lemon juice. You'll be amazed at how much lighter you feel. Next up, carbonated drinks. Yes, even the diet ones with 0 calories. That fizz is created by gas, and when you drink it, where do you think that gas goes? Right into your digestive system, creating pressure and bloating. It's a temporary effect, but when we're on a 10-day mission for a flat belly, every little bit counts. Swap your sparkling water or diet soda for plain, flat water. Remember day 1? You can infuse it with fruit if you need some flavor. Another common bloater for many people is dairy. As we age, some of us produce less lactase, the enzyme needed to digest lactose, the sugar in milk. This can lead to gas, cramping, and bloating. After consuming milk, cheese, or yogurt. You don't have to give it up forever, but try cutting it out for these last few days of the challenge and see how you feel. There are so many great dairy-free alternatives available now, like almond milk and coconut yogurt. Finally, be cautious with certain healthy vegetables that can be tough to digest, like broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage, especially when they're raw. They contain a type of sugar that can ferment in your gut and produce gas. For these last few days, maybe steam or roast them, which makes them easier to digest, or focus on other veggies like spinach, zucchini, and bell peppers. It's all about fine-tuning to get you the best results for your big event. Welcome to day 8. So, we've talked about food, water, and movement. But now we need to talk about something you do lying down: sleep. This might honestly be the most overlooked part of any weight loss journey, but it is absolutely critical, especially for targeting belly fat. You can have the perfect diet and exercise plan, but if you're not getting enough quality sleep, you are fighting an uphill battle. It's a bit like trying to drive a car with the emergency brake on. Here's why. Sleep deprivation messes with two very important hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin is the go hormone. It tells you when you're hungry. Leptin is the stop hormone. It tells you when you're full. When you don't get enough sleep, your ghrelin levels go up and your leptin levels go down. This means you feel hungrier all day long and you don't get the signal that you're full, so you're much more likely to overeat. And what do you crave when you're tired? Not a beautiful piece of grilled salmon and a salad. No, your sleep-deprived brain just screams for quick energy, which means sugar and refined carbs, the very things we're trying to avoid. It's a biological trap. Your willpower is at an all-time low, and your cravings are at an all-time high. It's really a recipe for disaster when it comes to your flat belly goals. On top of that, lack of sleep also spikes your cortisol levels. Remember that pesky stress hormone from our talk about walking? Well, it shows up again. High cortisol tells your body to store fat, particularly in the abdominal area. So, by not sleeping enough, you are literally signaling your body to hold on to belly fat. It's a direct connection. Getting enough sleep is one of the best things you can do to keep your cortisol levels in check. Your mission for these final days is to prioritize getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night. I know, life is busy, but this is a non-negotiable. Start winding down an hour before bed, turn off the TV, put away your phone. The blue light messes with your sleep hormones. Take a warm bath, read a book, make your bedroom a dark, cool, quiet sanctuary. Think of sleep not as a luxury, but as an essential part of this 10-day transformation. It's day 9. The finish line is in sight. You are looking and feeling so much better. Today, we're going to double down on a topic we've touched on already: stress. We know that the stress hormone cortisol is a major driver of belly fat storage. Even if your diet is perfect and you're sleeping like a baby, if you're chronically stressed out from work, family, or just life, your body can still be in fat storing mode. It's your body's ancient survival mechanism, and it really doesn't know the difference between being chased by a tiger and being stressed about a deadline. So, today's task is to actively fight back against stress. We need to send a powerful signal to our nervous system that we are safe and sound. And it's okay to let go of that protective layer of fat around our middle. We're going to do this with some simple, quick, and incredibly effective stress-busting techniques that you can do anywhere, anytime. You don't need a yoga mat or a silent retreat. You just need a few minutes. The first and most powerful tool you have is your own breath. When we're stressed, our breathing becomes shallow and rapid. By consciously slowing it down, we can trick our body into a state of calm. Let's try one right now. It's called box breathing. Inhale slowly for a count of 4, Hold your breath for a count of 4, exhale slowly for a count of 4, and hold at the bottom for a count of 4. Repeat this just 4 or 5 times. Feel that? It instantly lowers your heart rate and calms your mind. Another great technique is a quick 2-minute meditation. Don't worry, you don't have to clear your mind completely. Just find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and focus on your senses. What do you hear? What do you feel? Just notice without judgment. There are tons of free apps, like Calm or Headspace, that have guided 2 or 3-minute meditations that are perfect for beginners. It's like a mini vacation for your brain. The goal is to sprinkle these moments of calm throughout your day. Do some box breathing before a stressful meeting. Do a 2-minute meditation during your lunch break. Take a moment to just step outside and feel the sun on your face. These small acts of self-care accumulate, lowering your overall cortisol levels and telling your body it's time to switch from fat storing to fat burning. This is really the secret sauce that ties everything else together. We made it. Day 10. This is it. Today is about celebrating how far you've come and staying motivated to cross that finish line. The final piece of our puzzle is accountability and acknowledging your own success. It's so easy to get discouraged if we're only focused on a final goal. That's why, for this last day and moving forward, I want you to focus on tracking your progress and celebrating the small wins along the way. Motivation isn't something you just have. It's something you create. And one of the best ways to create it is to see evidence that your efforts are paying off. This doesn't just mean stepping on the scale. In fact, I'd encourage you not to focus too much on the scale number, as it can fluctuate for so many reasons. Instead, let's track the things that really matter, the habits that are creating the change. Get a simple notebook or use a notes app on your phone. Each day, I want you to jot down a few things. Did you drink all your water? Check. Did you avoid sugar and refined carbs? Check. Did you get your walk in? Check. Did you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep? Check. Seeing that list of check marks is incredibly powerful. It's tangible proof that you're keeping the promises you made to yourself. Beyond the checklist, pay attention to how you feel. This is the most important metric. Are your clothes fitting a little looser? Is that pair of jeans easier to button? Do you have more energy in the afternoon? Are you feeling less bloated after meals? Write these things down. Felt energetic on my walk today. My favorite blouse isn't pulling at the buttons anymore. These are the real victories. Celebrating these small wins is crucial. It rewires your brain to associate these new, healthy habits with positive feelings, which makes you want to continue them. You've built incredible momentum over these 10 days. You've learned so much about your body and what it needs to feel its best. This isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new, healthier relationship with food, movement, and yourself. You should be so incredibly proud of the work you've put in. You did it. 10 days of dedication. And I am so proud of you. Look at how far you've come. You took control. You made small, smart choices every single day, and now you get to reap the rewards. Whether you have that big event tonight, or you just wanted to do this for yourself, you've proven that you have the power to make a real change in a short amount of time. You've got this. Start today, and in just 10 days, you'll be ready to rock that special event with confidence. Walk into that room feeling lighter, more energetic, and so proud of what you've accomplished. I hope these tips have been as helpful for you as they have been for me over the years. This isn't about a one-time fix. It's about learning tools you can use whenever you need a little reset. If you found this helpful, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next, and share this video with a friend, a sister, or a coworker who needs a little boost. We all deserve to feel our best, and sometimes we just need a little guidance and encouragement from our friends. And please remember this. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. If you had a slip up one day, who cares? You got right back on track the next. That's what matters. You are strong, capable, and you deserve to feel amazing in your own skin. Thank you so much for joining me on this 10-day challenge. I can't wait to see you in the next video.